Hello everybody, I got back for the reason that I got back at the Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But it was the movie successful. I like it because that movie was don't know what reason we just check in and Five Nights at Freddy's. It gave me a token. You see. It was by Scott Cotton. I wanna say thank you him. I wanna thank you for Scott Cotton. Let's check in at the Five Nights at Freddy's 3, and they're gonna head Fazbear Fright, Hold Attraction. But it's gonna be coming soon in 2028. They're gonna make it I will be 25 years old. I think I'm gonna be 26, I guess. So in 3 years they're gonna make a named Five Nights at Freddy's 3, named Fazbear Fright, the Hold Attraction, Glue's News Park. Like that game, we saw the Fazbear Fright. Henry Emily was the daughter of the child Emily. We know Willie Afton was still alive out there. Gotta look up at the Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, I'm gonna lock it in. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys and sorry. And there are no more Five Nights at Freddy's 3 movie yet. Will be continue of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Will be Reborn is gonna be into the file named Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Explain with the later started on 2025 and or 2026 both were, and also that's part of the reason important. Can you watch this video no more? Okay, so Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is coming up in 2027, and this movie is gonna be never changed and never happened. And Mike Smith, but he helped the Five Nights at Freddy's, but also that was not for Jeremy. He was not at a game in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It was Mike Smith. Mike Smith is his own brother. He was evil. He changed his mind. He wants to kill the child Emily. So this movie will be. Let's see. We saw the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 will be released of the movie. It's gonna be. Let's see. Scott Cotton is gonna get ready to scare off of the Five Nights at Freddy's 3. So Scott Cotton, and I'm gonna be playing Five Nights at Freddy's 3 coming soon. I'm gonna restart it, and I'm not gonna get the children ever, but also it's gonna be very hard and I'll beat that game. And they're gonna return the legendary name Willie Afton. His and Scott's sister will be Pepper Riley. And I'm gonna be the voice Scott Cotton, his sister, because he's gonna go head to the Fazbear Fright, a Hold Attraction. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 will be out there soon. We don't know that the Henry will be in the movie, and next year is the. All right. It says that. It says that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 will be released at 2028. They're gonna be Phantom Freddy, Phantom Chica, Phantom Foxy, Mango, and also Balloon Boy, Marionette, and also Scott Cotton is recent. He made that game in the VR, Five Nights at Freddy's. Also, he keep making a Nintendo Switch at Five Nights at Freddy's collector. I like Scott Cotton. He's a more actor of the game. They're gonna probably head over there. They're gonna head over there. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 Easter egg. They're gonna real life the phone guy will be in it. I'm so signing up because the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 will be actor of the Scott Cotton. And they're gonna be a token. I could get that Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I need to make money. Also, I need a 3 KK, 1,000 subscriber, and I'm gonna be headed to the Five Nights at Freddy's. By Scott Cotton. Cotton is his name. He has nightmare because he got over the time. But I'm gonna continue to the movie. But they're gonna continue to make the movie of Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Also, we don't know that we could come out that soon. I want to see that movie, but that movie comes out and the horror, they're gonna probably talk it about. Thank you for. Let's see. Now let's see if they can make a Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and Michael Alex Afton. Let's see, he's real and not real life. Afton's family was terrible. It's a top public game. It's a real life of the movie. I want to thank you for Scott. I want to thank you for that game, Scott. This is gonna be a part 1 of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This is a part 1 of Five Nights at Freddy's, and part 2 is gonna be Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's gonna be a part 3 of Five Nights at Freddy's. But it's not gonna be ending of the marksman. He got killed by an animatronic stuck in a suit. But I like it for that reason. And thanks for Kawakinchi. We saw him in the movie. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I wanted to thank you, Scott. I want you to thank you, Scott Cotton. I want to thank you. So the movie is gonna be a Scott. Let's see. What you did is Five Nights at Freddy's. Fisher's tape. What's the Fisher's tape? What the fuck? Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. Not. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. VI's tape. What the? How long about that tape was been here? That's a real life. Real life at Five Nights at Freddy's. Nor David. Oh, that's a tape. Closer. Miss Me also. FNF. That's Willie Afton. And Toy Animatronics. Also, let's go back to the Five Nights at Freddy. Let's go back to Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's go back. Alright. So they're gonna show the number to 2000. What years is it gonna be show up? In 2026, in next year, in the December or October, and it's gonna be in 2027. I have to wait longer, and that Scott Cawthon is gonna make the movie. Let's see if it can make the movie, Scott Cawthon. I'm gonna wait for that movie it comes out. Also, I have to wait till longer the movie comes out. And that movie. Oh yeah, the Peacock is gonna see. They're gonna bring Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the movie. Alright. They're ready to bring back other 4 of them. Five Nights at Freddy's. Scott's brother died. He died here and he did a save. Alright. So I think that will be all of that different of the Five Nights at Freddy's story. But also we're gonna keep. I wanna thank you, Scott. I wanna thank you for everything, for information, and I love it that Five Nights at Freddy's was a legacy. Legacy is the Five Nights at Freddy's. Also, we know that game was a real life, and a security guard, and Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, they went back at the others, and they're trying to scam, and they're also Freddy, and trying to lock down the. And also, there were a victim named Mike Smith. He was the killer of his father. I think he has a brother too. He has a sister, Elizabeth Afton, and Elizabeth. I think I'll talk about that tomorrow or later on. We're gonna wait for the next year to the Five Nights at Freddy's. They're gonna show the tape of the Five Nights at Freddy. The Scott Cawthon we'll talk about in the morning. And I'll see you soon, guys. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.